Toilet paper in the Philippines. Can you spare a square? I hope so. Greetings. Thank you for tuning in. My first trip to the Philippines was 2012. I was treated to many culture shocks. One in particular concerned toilet paper. We'd gone to the mall for a little shopping and some air conditioning. As we walked in, my wife and the others in our group lined up at the ATM while I headed to the restroom to take care of some urgent business. So I walked in and I saw the attendant there standing next to a toilet paper dispenser, which I also noticed was empty. I waited for a stall to open, and when one finally did, I went in, and the first thing I noticed there was no toilet paper, not even a holder for some. So I backed out, asked the attendant, "Do you have any toilet paper?" To which he politely responded, "No, sir." I asked, "Are you going to get any?" And he politely said, "No, sir." And my thought was, well, what do you do? How do you take care of this? It was time to run out, find my wife. I knew she was prepared. We'd been together about 9 years at the time, 10 years. And she's Filipino. And she was prepared. She had some toilet paper or a partial roll in her bag. So I got that and was able to, finish up what I had to do. We had toilet paper at my in-laws' place, so I was not prepared for that. So don't expect to find toilet paper in the restroom at the mall. That was experience number one. My next experience was about a week later. It was Christmas time when we visited a resort outside of Iloilo on Guimaraes Island. I think that's how you say it. Beautiful place. After arriving at the resort and getting in our room, I noticed right off that, again, there was no toilet paper. I went to the front desk and asked for some. Guess what? They had none, but someone would go to town later and get some. My wife was down to just a small amount left on her roll in her purse. We would need to ration the TP. By bedtime, there was still no TP. In the morning, we went to the front desk. Again, we were told, no TP. But someone would be going to town later that day. Oh boy. On day two there, a lot of twos in the story, still with only the partial roll that my wife had, we were sitting by the beach outside the dining area where the front desk is located when a couple from Europe came walking by us, and they walked up to the front desk. They were there for a couple minutes, and they turned around and came back, and they walked by us again, and they stopped, came over to me, and they asked me, "Do you have any toilet paper?" Sorry, I had to laugh. We were there 3 days, never did get any. Before I forget, I hope you'll take a couple seconds and click the like button and the subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. So now let's rewind to 2008. In 2008, I sponsored my stepkids to move to the USA from the Philippines. They used one of the bathrooms in our home. One day after they had been there a couple of months, I was in the bathroom that they used and noticed no toilet paper on the holder. I didn't think much of it at first, but then there was no paper on there the next day or the next. I got curious. I had to ask, "Are you not using toilet paper?" So I put some on the holder. Then the next shocker for me. I started seeing toilet paper in the garbage can next to the toilet. They were using it all right, but not putting it in the toilet. I finally learned after several years and many experiences going without toilet paper around the Philippines that toilet paper is not cheap in the Philippines. And the septic systems for most of the homes are not like our septic systems here. They are very small and not built to handle all the solids, especially the paper. It took me a long time to understand what the hose with the spray nozzle that is next to every toilet there is for. I thought it was for cleaning the toilet and surrounding area, which it is, but it has another important use. In conclusion, here are a couple of tips. Number one, Be prepared for the many cultural differences when you first travel to the Philippines. Personal hygiene is a little different than it is in the West, and it will take a little getting used to. But it works. And number two, pardon the pun, you may want to save a little space in your carry-on for some toilet paper. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless. Jimmy out.